All right, the Gyrocopter was banned. Do you know that Gyrocopter is signature heroes of Young God as well? The guy just loves to play the Gyrocopter, and whenever he plays it, he actually gonna change the tone of the team to be super duper aggressive when he's on it. And but the thing is, his Gyrocopter in a premium tier tournament win rate, it's still not that high. It's still around like 55%, but it's another good heroes. And when it's on, the game pace of Team TNC Predator will be very fast, and I don't think Army Genesis want to play that fast pace in the second game of the series. They might looking for more control.
Yeah, more control comes out with the Mirana pick, and TNC answer with another Rubik, but with Beastmaster. So very aggressive draft coming out. Last game they kind of got the Tidehunter. I think made their draft too passive. Like they needed this Tide to defend towers, to farm a blink. Beastmaster, you don't need to defend towers because you're taking every tower. So I think this Beastmaster does a better job of pressuring your enemy. Oh, that's a very greedy. AM into Storm is good, but AM in a Beastmaster could be tough for this AM. Not sure I love this AM pick.
Yeah. Well, this is so obvious. They want to play it very, very slow for Team Army Genesis. Now the question is, the other 4 heroes, are they strong enough to fight 4v5 against TNC Predator? Because don't forget that we still have to deal with the Storm Spirit IO.
Yep. I think their hope with the AM is that it can kind of fill the Booster's role of being this very hard to kill carry. Isn't quite as tanky, but has the mobility, the escape. So can you burst an AM before he blinks away? Probably depends what carry TNC get. I think TNC is going to need some heavy physical damage carry. Terrorblade, probably one of the better ones that stands out. PA sounds alright too. PA against AM has always been a pretty good matchup. I guess the issue might be the lane itself. If you're worried about, IO PA doesn't sound like the best lane. IOTB, same thing, but I think IO can kind of make any carry work in at least a passive laning sense.
I am looking at Asura hero right now. He's so good at all the high mobility heroes like Spirits and Puck, and also the Queen of Pain. I am not sure if we will get to see any. Okay, Ember Spirit banned, Dragonite gone. We still got a chance to go for something like Puck, or they can just pick the Void Spirit as well, or Kunkka. I think the 3 choices is interesting for them. TNC Predator. Man, hopefully they can perform well in the second game of the series, because this is very important for them. They are looking for the carries. What kind of carries are they looking at, GoDz?
I think you 2 options. You either go fast pace, or you go late game and try and counter the AM with your carry pick. Fast pace, that's why the Luna and Ursa being banned, because these are these fast paced carries that take Roshan. They pressure you a lot. But the late game options are pretty good too. Like I think Terrorblade and PA are the 2 I mentioned earlier that stand out. I like Terrorblade probably the most. I think it's just this hero that can actually push towers in the mid game of the BKB time, but goes late game and TB against AM, you're going to feel pretty good about. Like you don't naturally build MKB, but you're not this hero susceptible to the mana burn so much, even though it may prevent your Sunder, for example. I think it's hard for AM to ever fight into TB.
Alright, 1.5 minutes to go. T-Blade, I agree with you. Seems to be a good option for them.
Phantom Assassin.
It looks like they're looking to trying to thought out the problem with violence here. Phantom Assassin instead damage for damage, eye for an eye. Man, this is interesting game.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this was the other of the 2 heroes that I mentioned that I think fit the most.
Oh yeah.
You've got a buff up with the Beastmaster attack speed. You've got the IO for the at some point the IO may move away from tethering the Storm and start tethering the PA in fights.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Oh, this is a Zura classic. His Wind Ranger comes back out. Very cool. It's it's not a bad Wind Ranger game, but there's a lot of disables. You can't just expect to win run away from everything. You look at Rubik Lift, Roar, Storm Spirit. The win run is nice against the PA, so it basically means PA doesn't really ever want to go in a Wind Ranger because you're just going to be able to win run away, get that evasion.
But But don't you think it's gonna be hard that they don't have any damage absorber in the team for Army Genesis?
Oh yeah, I think definitely. Like that was a huge thing last game with the DK and then also Medusa. They had these two tanky frontliners. I guess Womi may have to. I mean, he can only get so
10
tanky on the
seconds
tanking. I think we saw last game, even with the Vanguard and I think the Hood, he would still die in these fights. So, perhaps they just felt like that approach. There wasn't a hero that would make that approach work. So they're gonna, try something new or something different.
Do you think it's going to be a high KPM game on this one, or is going to be passive from the start? Well, considering all the cores, especially Anti-Mage and Phantom Assassin, gonna need at least 18 minutes to get their important items.
I think that still the other 8 heroes are going to want to play fast-paced. So I think hopefully, and it looks like we should see a lot of maybe tower pressure with the Beastmaster, like Sand King, Grimstroke, Mirana. These heroes want to fight a lot. Like Sand King, Mirana in lane, in the mid game, with a Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger is this hero that comes online in a really strong way mid game too. So I think we're going to see a lot of fighting, even though AM and PA may not get involved. The other heroes, they sure as hell want to fight.
All right. Let me. Yep. Oh, can't wait.
Yep. Well, here we go. It's TNC. It's pressure's on. Like they got to make lost game 1. They got to turn this one around. Otherwise, 1-3 record. That is not gonna cut it.
Yes.
As far as getting top 2 for sure, and potentially you're even in danger of being bottom 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the second game of the series. TNC start this on the Radiant side. Febby on IO. Carlo on Rubik. Bach on Beastmaster. Your Way on the Storm Spirit. And Young God on Phantom Assassin. Leaving AG side to you, man.
On the AG side, we've got DB playing Anti-Mage Variz, playing Grimstroke Norman, playing Mirana, Womi playing Sand King, and Azura playing Wind Ranger.
Oh, both team smoke right from the start. Trying to do some early game objectives. Mostly is about the wards.
Yes.
Placing the observer wards here. Alright.
The carry players tipping each other. Showing, I don't know, either respect or, maybe calling one another out.
Yeah.
Go either way. Sometimes the players are often friends and just like tip each other to get fun, and at other times where it's like, I saw you through last game. Here's a tip.
Bueno, pero loco, así la vida que se puede hacer.
Laning whites. Oh.
I was gonna say, I love how multicultural Dota is.
Yeah.
You have a Thai voice line next to a Spanish
I was kind of confused.
I don't know.
I thought, the first time I thought some weird voice happened from my PC. Oh, okay, it's a chat view. Yeah.
Yeah, you're checking, tapping out, like wondering what YouTube videos you got.
Is that an ad or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, laning wise, I think I kind of like TNC a little bit more. I just love the bottom lane. The Phantom Assassin and Febby IO can secure the safety of PA.
Yeah, I think this PA lane should go alright. We saw last time they did well early, but then they got maybe too aggressive after that. So I think hopefully they learn from that a little bit. And play aggressive when you're strong, but once Sand King Mirana gets levels, the lane gets tough.
Okay. Can't underestimate the power of the Burst Strike anyway. Caustic Finale, 1 point. In the middle lane, Wind Ranger versus Storm Spirit, a classic matchup between the two heroes. I think Wind Ranger a little bit more.
I think the Wind Ranger typically does pretty well in lanes themselves, and having the Wind Run to dodge some of the Storm Spirit overload attacks can be very helpful here. Question's going to come like, who hits level 6 first, who gets those power runes, because I imagine both mid lanes will get bottles, so if you get like, Wind Ranger with a DD or something, Storm with an Arcane rune, suddenly there's potential for kills, particularly with supports rotating into this mid lane, which, will inevitably happen eventually.
Yeah, agree on the rune control of the support is very crucial in this one for the mid laner and the game as a whole. Also, oh wait, Wormy getting harassed a lot. He almost goes down. Naman jumped away. Man, lane looking pretty good this time around for Young God and Feppy. Oh, he goes in. He cancelled the self. So Wormy running out of food now.
He's got some tangos as well as 10 stick charges. It's almost like he's trying to bait Young God here, but I'll pop those stick charges now. But we saw this last game a bit, where like the first couple levels, Young God Febby do really well. But it's what happens when Wormy and Narman get level 3 maybe, and also when they, you know, heal back up and reset this lane. Because I feel like there's going to reach a point where this lane could swing the other way.
Oh, the arrow is also important in the lane as well. Febby positioning need to be constantly moving around. Narman.
Yeah, so far just using the arrow to kill the creeps, the main creep just...
Oh, burst striking.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Nice courier kill from Febby.
That's second
See-
career
CS?
kill. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say, all three lanes going pretty well for TNC in terms of every core getting farmed.
mid lane as well. Storm Spirit 15, last hit 49. Asura. On top, Bok also can level up. He doesn't. Oh, at first I was about to say he doesn't have that many last hit, and then I see, oh, 12 last hits. He's doing fine as well.
Alrighty, well. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, usually you think of AM and you think his lane's going to be a bit weak, but so far, I mean, I think Beastmaster takes a little bit to come online. Level 3 with the double bore is where you're usually strongest.
Oh, this is first time getting gone on for Carlo, dropping quite low, being chased by AM. First blood actually happens on bottom lane. It's Wormy strike one off. I didn't see how that happens, but that actually kind of surprised me. I thought the lane going well for Young God, and look at that. The next thing I know is 2 lanes being slashed down by Team Army Genesis. What happened, God?
I didn't see the kill bottom either. I was watching top, much like you were.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was similar to game 1 though, where they get overconfident because the lane starts so well.
Oh.
They're gonna TP back in and go on Wormy, but it doesn't look like they have the damage for him. Maybe for the Mirana, but Mirana has leap charges, so no real kill threat on Narman.
And
Yeah, Sanking Mirana just you combo the Burrow Strike and the arrow. It's a lot of damage, and at some point TNC, where they don't have the kind of health advantage, they're going to go down.
man, look at the itemizations of the anti-mage. This is the old world anti-mage that's gonna go for the Battlefield first to just speed up the farm instead of going for something like a Vanguard or even a Divisible Blade, stacking the mana burn. Well, I think it's kind of suited to situations. I mean, if you're having such a great early game,
Radiant are
then
slain.
all you need is just the late game entrance in the middle lane. Nice teaming up with the Mirana. Shackle first and then sending in an arrow. But it's just not enough to take that your way down.
Yeah. I think if they had level 6 on Wind Ranger was 1 creep away from level 6. Maybe Mirana leaked some XP accidentally. Bottom lane, they go on Wormy.
Okay, Wormy burrows right down to the river. Neutral creep to skill your way. He was hit by the Wormy and slashed down by Febby. Good one. Striking it back by Team TNC. And now both of TNC heroes are level 4.
Yeah, nicely done to kind of bounce back. But yeah, Storm died. He died to Newts in mid. I don't know what happened there. I don't think that's intentional. I'm guessing he was just trying to farm the neutral camp and accidentally
Sometimes
took too much damage.
Lost his life.
Maybe he got power shotted. Maybe he got power shotted, then the neutrals finished him off. I don't know. But,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a bit
Dire's
unfortunate.
courier has been killed.
Alright, Asura, now level 6. On the way to get the Javelin first. The game, 6.5 minutes in, it looks like Team TNC slightly advantage. Maybe because of all the CS.
Yeah, it seems, and I think particularly this bottom lane where, yeah, the Sankey Mirana got that. I think they got the first blood even, but PA is farming very well and came back and got a kill instantly. So it does feel like you can see like the net worth of Sand King is struggling the most as far as the core heroes go.
Yeah. He's trying to, yeah, first item this time around, he's gonna go for Use Scepter. So I think he knows that that's gonna be a lot of the Dismal spells coming out from TNC. So he's just gonna need something to help him dodge it a bit. Yeah, and
I'm a little surprised to not see the Blink Dagger.
yeah, me too.
Maybe he'll change his mind because, yeah, not going Yules before Blink seems very odd.
This is actually the first time ganking on the top lane. They aiming for support. Oh my! Man, I didn't even see that one coming. Oh dear.
Arrow. Yeah, Narman nails a super long range arrow, stopping the storm from zipping away, and AM just blows him up. That was huge.
1.3k damage done for Anti-Mage just now with the assist from long range. Oh man, this is, I don't want to say disaster, but this is going to affect a lot in the early game. Yeah, the way that they run the game in the early one. Here we go, coming back from the date for Your Way, trying to strike on the bottom lane. At least they get some kill back. This time around, it's roll me down. Your Way got it.
Easy escape there is Miranda does a good job denying the runes from Storm. If he gets a regen rune, that can become a big problem. So Precious is going to be more on Febby to keep this Storm maned up. But man, they've got to start worrying about this anti-mage pick. It's had a completely free lane, and now with the Vanguard up, it's not the easiest here to gank. They're going to need Bok to get the helm up and start maybe pressuring the tower because they probably can't easily kill AM without some kind of big rotation.
You know, the people in the pub game need to call me a man from the future, because every time that I play anti-mage, I'll always go for the Vanguard first, and then I get scolded by everyone. Haha, AM with Vanguard. But hey, man, look, I am right.
It's here.
Yeah.
You're not the old man. You're like the youngster now. You're setting the meta.
Yeah.
People are following you. You're the trendsetter.
Yeah, I said it for years, man. Alright, Sand King.
What's the next big thing then? What are you doing now? What's gonna become popular next?
Stupendous.
I don't know, Storm with a Vanguard? Who knows, man?
Then I will have seen it all.
Yeah. Alright.
I've seen Invoker with a Vanguard in a Pro Dota game.
Wow.
I think it was Weeha. Weeha went Vanguard Maelstrom on
Okay. They are striking on the Vanguard target right here. Do you see how strong the Vanguard is? Even though he was hit by the Primal Roy, he's still there. Now he dumped away like nothing ever happened. All the teammates of Team Army Genesis rotate to top, getting ready for the big fight. Ball Lightning dealing the decent damage. Get rid of the support. Third Barry's gone. The balls is hit on Asura. He's trying to run away. Alright. 4-man getting ready for the fight for Team TNC. Whoever stuck at the top tier 1 tower of Army Genesis might get wrapped around. Bok moving in quite deep. And looks like they really want the tower at the additional price.
And that's the strength of the IO there. Because Storm, like he almost died to like the AM when he went in for that initial gank, but then he's able to reset. Febby heals him back up with the Soul Ring and the Magic Stick, and suddenly he's able to re-engage with full health and most of his mana back. So really good use of the IO there to kind of reset the fight. And they're not done. They smoke up. They're hunting for more.
Yeah, I just love the way that they play. They know that they have limited time for Team TNC, so they're playing super aggressive here. But what a strong defense by Team Army. Just linking it up. Oh man, his family falls down first and Storm Spirit down the river. His teammates, 2 guys stuck on the high ground here. Carlo and Bok is trying to act like, hey, I got something. If you want to fight, we are ready for it. Come on in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Are they gonna go for round 2?
Pokin. Yeah, AM's a bit low here. That power shot on Rubik can add a lot of damage.
Oh my. What a game. Now that the team fight just started quite earlier than we thought, man.
Yep. This is where, I mean, you're kind of asking in the draft, like, you know, is this going to be like the aggressive game still, or the farming with PA, AM? They're both these Battle Fury heroes. And, you know, initially it was more farm-centric, but we're starting to see here, like, both teams want to keep fighting. AM isn't scared to fight. With Tread's Vanguard, you put an Inkswell on this AM, he'll happily blink in and try and initiate as well.
Yeah. That's crazy. On top lane, Volmi is going for... Oh, okay. Now he changed his mind about the item, so he's gonna go for the first item, Blink Dagger, just like you say, instead of going for U Scepter.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I don't imagine... I don't know. Probably just didn't think it through. Maybe he was thinking, like, what do I want to buy after Blink? That's maybe why he queued up the Yules, and then he's like, wait a second. I'm Sanking. I gotta get Blink Dagger first. I think any world where Sanking gets used before Blink is not a happy world.
But even after the Blink Dagger, don't you think that going for the BKB is the is gonna help him more against all the magical damage from the TNC? But wait, look at this catching first. Catch that bot with the shackle down to the tree. Quite an easy catch, but hey, here we go. Right after that, it's a trade. Carlo slash off that Varese. PA looks like he's ready to fight. He's now level 10 and trying to find people in the tree line. And they find that Asura getting slashed by PA. 2 hits only. Young God, it's here.
Very nice. They're not done. They found Volmi too.
Oh no, Volmi gonna be a next victim for sure. Young God, wherever he goes, he's just like the Conan the detective. Everywhere he goes, somebody dies.
Bird strike.
First strike, oh my goodness, that was a great one. And then dying one by one. Looks like the game tide is changing into Team TNC.
Yeah. This time around, though, it's just they can actually get kills. We saw last game, like DK and Medusa, they're like, in any team fight, it's like, okay, they don't have damage. This time they drafted more damage, and their opponents have squishier heroes. And it's paying off. This Storm last game was running around like, who do I kill? This time around, he's died a couple times ago. He hasn't had like the easiest game, but he has a lot of good targets to go on. Like, there isn't really a bad target for him other than maybe the AM, as we saw with one of those fights. So just really well executed fight from TNC.
AM versus PA in late game. Oh, okay. Question later. Let's take a look at the fight first. AM getting barrel swipe by the Rubik. Not looking good. He's dropping quite fast. All the damage output of TNC this time around is just enough. Primal Raw in front of mid tier 1 tower. Sending in some arrow. And then get rid of that Varese. It's time to just push in because it's only 50% HP for the mid tier 1 tower. If you can take down this tower, opening up so many routes.
Yeah, they really want to use those Beastmaster summons, the boar, the skeletons as well, but they got cleared out, and the fight's not over. They land another shackle.
Shackle and also the arrow. AM! Oh, Mana Void! Fab be gone, but he might lose himself as well. It was about a strike. AM goes down, killing spree ended by your way. Man, Army Genesis looks mad. They want to get something out of that loss. It might be Carlo, but that ankle breaker dodging the arrow at close range. However, he gets hit by the barrel swipe and he will go down eventually. Oh my, what a game.
Yeah, just constant skirmish now that we're here in the mid game. Yo is playing these fights so well. I think he made some crucial mistakes in game 1 that were, you know, pretty costly for his team. He's making up for it so far. Even though his score is only 3-2-3 in these fights, he's finding the perfect times to initiate. He's not overextending, you know, securing the AM kill. Then he's able to kind of reset, get out of there. TP's out, and unfortunately for Windranger, guesses wrong with the power shot, so he couldn't find that kill. But Yoe's really taking full advantage of having this Aya back him up this game.
Yeah, Army Genesis knows that there is no Primal Roar, so they are looking for another big team fight. Finding that Young God into slashing the creeps here. Burrow Swipe, sending it all up. Inkswell, everything jumping in. Starfall! It's Young God falls, and they might can catch more. It's Bog, the Fire Bog right here. But Febby is around to heal people. Dr. Febby is here, ladies and gentlemen. You are safe. And Storm Sprint being relocated away to another hospital. Okay. It's time to just diving in.
Just the support kill, though. Once the Io Storm relocated out, I don't think they want to continue fighting. And Azura's got a double damage rune on Windranger now, so his ability to find kills is going to skyrocket with this, but It's a hard game for this Wind Ranger. I feel like there's just so many things that can kill Azura with all the disables, the control and lockdown.
Man, I
really needs a
I have a
BKB.
feeling, I don't know why, but this series might end with 3 games. I'm not saying the TNC is about to win in this one, but the way that they fight, their quality are so close to each other, and this series deserves like 2-1. Okay, let's go for more. It's gonna be Carlo. Nice block using the Primal Roar in order to stop the invader. And it's Antimate jumping away. That's the effect of Vanguard, but he being chased out. Oh, Antimate down, but Storm also goes down. He used the Mana Void before he died. So let's...
Yowei committed everything. He dove in with his entire mana pool and just turned himself into a pinata.
Double damage, Wind Ranger, easy finish off Febby.
Yeah. Well, maybe a Caster Curse there. Yowei had played so well, I feel like, up until that point. And, you know, it wasn't the worst decision, but probably better just to let the AM go there and not throw away your own life. Because I think TNC can win that fight if the Storm doesn't dive in. Like, the AM's out of the fight. Yeah, you don't kill him, but you can kill the other. You can find a new target to go in with the Storm. The Storm had like half his mana.
That's a very good point of view, man. But however, Storm is back into the scene once again. Constant fighting around. Now, Warmy being slashed down by the whole crew of Team TNC, and they are charging in. They are trying to secure the Roshan pit to get the first ages of the game. But don't underestimate, because Antimate is not that far away.
They're going for this. I mean, Geniuses know they were in there. They're going to start throwing out these power shots. It's very hard to send the Roshan pit, especially if these power shots land. They just do so much damage, but I offer some good sustain. They dodge the arrow and the power shot.
Ooh. But so fortunately for Team TNC, Army Genius doesn't have a Sand King, but Sand King teleported down. Will that gonna be? Oh, jumping in, telekinesis. Do you even live? AM, who gonna pick it up? It's DB stealing the edges away from Team TNC and trying to clean everyone up around here. Army Genius need to fall back into the base. No choice left for them. Primal Roar in order to just fall back. But no, ball being chased around. He's running out of entry barrel, strike in. Young God double kill though. PA seems to be the last hope of Team TNC. Last one alive, Antimate, the whole, Aegis Sparrow and Mother Boy kills a 3v1. Can he make it? He jumped away. Oh my. Wow. Ooh.
I mean, that fight so much. I definitely okay, there's a recap. Let's see what
Please.
say. Army Geniuses with a 500 gold advantage out of that fight. They also still have the Aegis. XP is pretty similar. I mean, that fight really just boils down to who gets the Aegis. It was such a... I think Storm was in this awkward position where he wasn't in the Roshan pit, which was fine. As Rosh was dying, because the AM blinked in, the Storm had an option. He could either go for Roshan, or instead he chose to kill the Wind Ranger. With the Orchid against Wind Ranger, he just kills Azura. And I think that was a good decision from him. He's just hoping the PA can, you know, take Aegis by himself. Unfortunately, PA is stunned up. Antimate's blinking with Inkswell. So the fight doesn't quite go how TNC would have hoped for. But I think the Storm was a big reason why, it went well. Yowei managed to get all kinds of kills by prioritizing just getting these kills on the backlines and ignoring the rest of the fight.
Ooh. Wow. That's wow. What a game it is, man. And it's a game like this waking us up in the early morning, late at night. And it's just...
this is morning for me, man. 10:30. I woke up and my roommate's like, hey, good morning. It's 8 p.m. I'm like, yeah, good morning. It's morning. You get what, morning for you as well there?
Yeah. Saturday morning, man. What a great game for us to watch. 16 to 15 game score, 31 in total.
That's why the Saturday DPC game is always fun. It's like the weekend. It's like more chill. It's like you're watching your sports on the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what we got today. 3 great games. Because after this, there is also Division 1 games.
Oh, Young God. Okay. Okay, they're gonna dive deep, man. This time around now, man. With the Moonlight Shadow covered, jumped in. Oh, Antimate with the Inkswell on. Almost just stunned that Carlo on Young God. And now all the players of Team Army Genesis wrapping around the mid-tier 1 tower. They're gonna get that easy tower around here, but maybe after the glyph. And the itemizations of Antimate, instead of going for the old world Antimate Bell Fury, he just gonna come back and Manta style. Do you think we're gonna see a Divisor Blade after this?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think if you want to go Diffusal, you would get it earlier. Maybe we see like the Basher or Scotty could be good. I'm not sure. Maybe Filzy needs to build MKB. I don't think we're going to see like any Battle Fury being going back to, or I think Diffusal's like more of an early game item.
Oh,
Soul
something
Arrow.
big
Fight
happening
off.
on top.
Yeah.
Being aimed once again for Wolmy. Looks like this is not a good game at all for Wolmy. He seems like he missed positioning quite many times.
The prize is mine.
6 times.
It's hard to play against like the Beastmaster vision and the catch potential of the relocate in can always come. Bebby and Yoe are just constantly playing together, and they can always relocate in, and then Storm's got that catch. So TNC want to keep fighting. DB on the front line, like this AM with the Aegis is a really powerful force.
Oh, a big fight happening in the middle lane. Eastwell works it so well. But hey, Mana Boy, kill your way down first. The rest of Team TNC running out of mana. Bebby down at the river. Next one gonna be Carlo. What?
They didn't. That was just so ballsy. They didn't have relocate. So once the Storm got stunned, he got hit by an arrow, and a 5-second arrow just deletes him from that fight.
Radiant's middle
With
tower
the
is under attack.
AM following up with. I mean, that's the great thing with this anti-mage build is you've got this tanky. He's so tanky.
Yeah.
1800 health and plus 45% magic resistance. You chuck an Inkswallis AM, and he's the perfect initiator for all these fights.
Yeah, and then we were so worried about the damage absorber from Team Army Genesis,
Under attack.
where AM is right here going for Vanguard.
Fortified.
Okay.
Yep. He's your tank.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Now he's about to slash the mid-tier to tower down. And another great setup with Barrow Strike. A mispositioning again for Bark. And now he died right in front of his own base. Giving a chance for Team Army Genesis. I don't, even though they are holding on the edges, but the reclaim time is very soon. So they fall back, get the out tower first. Play it safe.
Just good job by Army Geniuses. You pushing the advantage. Like anybody comes to defend, they instantly jump them. And I think that's a lesson, for Bokbear. It's like you just got to give up those towers. You can't afford to get caught. And Army Geniuses is going to keep running at TNC. They're smoking up. They don't care. This Ace is fast in 30 seconds. They win fight.
Turn on the BKB, start the fight right on. Use Scepter. That's the reason why he bought the Use Scepter. He just want to run away from the PA. And it actually worked. PA almost got caught. He used the BKB just now and he got away, man.
Yeah, had to relocate out, but that means Febby is in trouble. Io gonna die.
Oh.
Dire's top tower
It
is
looked like
under
the PA was going to be okay just with the BKB, maybe TP out. But some cross wires there on the TNC side, and the Aegis will expire now. So we're back to that, opening where AM without an Aegis is still killable. If he doesn't get that counterspell off and gets chain stunned by the telekinesis, the electric vortex, it's going to be a little careful.
At this stage of the game, 33% win rate for Team TNC and 67 for Army Genesis.
Yeah.
Wow, for me it's 50-50, man.
I would say like at least a little Army Genesis favored because of how much AM causes problems for this Storm. But the one thing that's coming out soon is these BKBs. The Storm has his BKB up almost. PA recently finished hers, although used it just there to kind of survive. But it does feel like TNC's about to hit a pretty good boost in their power with the BKB pickup.
All right, 5-man smoking only showed PA inside. And it looks like TNC knows that, they start to fight first with the Barrow Strike in, but no way, use Scepter, Primal Roar, everything, they clear the back line first, now man fall, Young God had him. Oh my, in the pocket, Wormy using the epicenter, trying to force everyone of TNC away. Reinformation once again, Asura into the front line. Running very fast, trying to find some angle to do the shackle on too. That's not looking good. Oh man, that's maximizing damage, but half HP, Young God being saved by Dr. Peppy once again. He was relocated. Peppy killed that Wormy. The rest of Team Army Genesis need to retreat as they lost a big team fight this time around.
Ooh. AM gets out. That look, I thought that was going to be turned around and Army Genius were going to win that fight. He used Mana Void to cancel the relocate out. That was so sick from DB.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sick micro plays don't win you team fights because TNC baited their PA perfectly. They had Young God there just chilling on the front lines, waiting with his BKB, ready to get jumped. And the second he gets jumped, Storm and PA just jump the back lines, kill all these supports, and the fight's so easy.
Oh, they're gonna go for another big fight once again. Here we go, they see somebody on the high ground. A stunt already on that IO, running out of mana. Nothing he could do. No Febby, no healer. It's gonna be quite hard for the cores to stand in team fight. Hey, one thing about Sand King is the fact that he doesn't have the first stunner or initiator to go in with the Dismal spell first, so he needs to be the first one who could go in and do the burst, right? And when he do so, it's just not the perfect timing to do the epicenter, so we have seen a lot of epicenter wasted by him.
Yeah. It's often hard as tanking to get epicenter up because
this
hero relies so much on like the instant reaction. You see a hero, you have to blink stun. If you start channeling epicenter, by the time the spell goes off, that hero maybe disappeared. Dota is such like a instant reaction kind of game, so not many good opportunities to get epicenter up until maybe his BKB comes out. Ooh, Yoei keeping out bottom after getting some bit of greedy farm. So
yeah, I agree with you, man. I think Dota sometimes actually require more reaction time than the FPS game. it's microsecond, man. It's win or lose in just one single plays.
Yeah, I think when it's required, it can change the outcome of the game. Whereas I think an FPS game, every single shot requires quick reactions a lot of the time. But the moment in Dota where you need quick reaction, it's so important.
20 to 21 game score, 3K ahead. TNC. Still don't know who's gonna come out of this one alive. Army Genesis slashing down the bottom tier 2 tower. 4-man smoking, leaving DB alone. Okay, half HP already for the Roshan. It's time to go and it's time to contest. Womi gonna be the first one who do the barrel strike into the pit. He is definitely gonna go, and Young God pick up the aces this time around. Womi melted down in the middle of TNC players. Now they are pushing out the Roshan pit and trying to slam it all. The next one gonna be Asura. Asura falls on the back line. Definitely not gonna make it. Double kill for your way. The last two of Team Army Genesis got away, but I kinda, man, they're gonna lose a lot of towers from this push for sure.
Yeah, this time around they were ready in the Roshan pit. PA with the BKB, making sure she gets the Aegis. So without the Aegis still, that fight didn't really have any hope for Army Genius. And they may be forced to buy back here to defend high ground. They're not using any buybacks just yet. Maybe with a glyph they can kind of stall this one out, but they don't have that glyph. So it could just be, lane of racks. They're not buying back. They're instead going to give up the racks here, and TNC will happily take that.
10K ahead in just one push for Team TNC. They got 1 foot into the 3rd game already.
See if
the game is so...
have a way to pick them out.
This game is so back and forth. Just take a look at the graph, swinging here and there. And right now, 70% win probability for TNC.
What a up and down win. You were just saying it was 66% for Army Geniuses like a few minutes ago. But now with Aegis and a level 20 PA with Deso, Battlefield, BKB, Basher queued up almost as the money for a Young God is looking unkillable.
Oh, Burrow striking, half HP. Can they get the first life out first? Phantom Assassin dropping quite low. He still keep on his Black King bar. Fighting toe-to-toe, I think it would be hard for DB to fight straight head-on against the Young God. But now they gotta do something. They cannot afford to lose the second set of rank for Team Army Genesis, but what they're gonna do? Burrow strike inside. He's trying to just run away. He uses the first. There goes the first life on the PA. Primal Roll comes out. Oh, slashing on that DB. He doesn't have it. The buyback. No more. On the back line, Will falls. And that probably gonna be the end of this game for Team Army Genesis. But win Ranger bought back.
Okay.
Dire's top barracks
They're buying
has
back the
fallen.
kill PA. They really need to find more, but I don't think they're going to get a chance to. Killing the PA is nice. They broke the Aegis killer again, but
Allies.
the issue is going to be you're now down 2 lanes of Raxen.
Yeah.
What they found here? They found Bok.
But Burst Icon too. But hey, yeah, the formation is not looking good. Naman gonna fall. He trying to leave. I won't be able to do so. Next one is going to be Sand King. Slowly getting to the 3rd game of the series. Army Genesis. I think it's all come down. Whew. What a hard game for AG, this one.
Yep. I mean, it's just night and day. You compare game 1 to game 2. For Yoe Storm, game 1 he just couldn't find a good target to go on. It just felt like everyone's unkillable. This game it feels like there's just never-ending food for him to be eating up on the Dire side, and he's just taking full advantage of having this fire to sustain him in these fights. So really well done by Yoe this game.
Great job, Storm Spirits, and also the Feppy on Isle. The healer. Saved so
Dire's
many
middle
times.
tower is under attack.
And yeah. Surprisingly, the bottom tier 1 tower of the Army Genesis still looking very healthy. That means the fight not happening here at all, and down in the bottom lane. But look at that, how far it can be break down into pieces. And now this is trying to push toward the bottom tier 2. But looks like this time Army Genesis is going to fight. Epicenter landed perfectly. Young Ghost left. Naman, Warrior's gone, but he bought back immediately. Shackle strike on 2. Oh, man, melted! Oh, Army Genesis Dream is still alive right there. And it's 3 cores now for Team TNC. Just when we thought there's no hope left for Team Army Genesis.
And no buyback on any
What
of them.
is going on? Look at that draw. They're gonna do like 1 punch KO right there, man.
Take us.
Yeah, they don't push the fastest, but you got to imagine they're going to at least want to go for something here. AM is linking his way towards mid lane, it looks like, but even fishing for some kills here, but Carlo's already backing off. That was such a big fight. Problem is, yeah, these heroes, like, they're dead for a while, but they just push a little bit too slow. Just really nice done. This AM, this build, it's working out just fine. Like, he hasn't been able to, like, he's kept up well enough with the PA. Like, without Battle Fury, being only 3k gold behind the PA at this stage of the game isn't that bad, considering the gold deficit.
Well, I noticed one thing, that when we cast together lately, we always see all these crazy games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
It's been fun. It definitely feels like these series going 3 games and getting all sorts of craziness. So
Yeah. Well. Oh. Okay, I think the next shot would be the next Aegis for Team Army Genesis. Right now, they just have to manage the creep wave, make sure that that building not damaged anymore, and trying to control the Roshan pit area with the observer wards, because the vision is very important for the next fight. Here we go. TNC is not going to wait until the Aegis respawn. They are coming in fast. Smoke.
they feel like they want to. I mean, they generally have this really good vision for these fights because of the Beastmaster, but now Army Genius, at least around their ancients, have a lot of good sentries set up. They have the observers, and it seems like TNC are going to be thinking about waiting for Roshan. They've still got at least a minute and a half before it'll respawn, so no point fully committing to Rosh just yet.
I think the another skill that can change the game is the Shackle of Asura. Even though he doesn't have a good game in terms of the network and the itemizations and also the level, but his skills, the Shackles, used in a perfect moment, can just cause a serious damage to TNC. Just like just now, a Shackle, then follow up with Anti-Mage Slashing, Mana Void, seal the deal.
See if they can get that fight they're looking for. This MKB will change quite a lot for the Anti-Mage's game because he can actually hit the PA pretty consistently now. Any hero with no mana, even a Mana Void on a PA, can do some good damage. because it is that maxed out Mana Void now.
Oh,
But of course, Storm, the dream target, he's just a little bit tricky to get because of the Lincoln Sphere.
Mage now got the MKB, yeah. Man, this is gonna be much better when it's come to the toe-to-toe fight against the PA. But I mean, if PA is not in a stunning status, then it would be hard for the anti-mage to deal with the critical damage. And wait! Going in, and it seems like Sanking getting gone on first. He's hanging in there. I'm gonna show you guys some buyback data. He still has the buyback, but he survived from that attack.
But the victory there for TNC, getting to steal that Burrow strike again. So Carlo, aka BDZ, gonna be ready to do some more initiations. That Blink Burrow.
All right. They split into 2 groups for TNC in the moment, 2 and 3, but they have the relocate when something big happening. Promo Raw! Man, that was an easy mistake made by the Sand King. He doesn't have that much HP, but hey, put that, oh, looks like in danger too for the anti-mage fall, no buyback! Oh no, what a mistake made by Team Army Genesis in such a crucial time!
Oh, the Epicenter wasted.
Oh my god.
Womie didn't cancel. He was kind of like, yeah, they saw it. Carlos tipping him. He was like, I think pump faking it, and he's like, oh, I gotta go in. And by the time he finished casting it, he's like, I can't blink. This is, my aim's already dead. Grimstroke's dying. Fight looks over, and TNC may feel like the game is over. They're making a beeline towards that bottom side of the map. They may go for that last line of racks here. Perhaps a little bit worried because they don't know the buyback status of these heroes. They know, maybe know Grimstrokes because he bought back 4 minutes ago, but they don't know for sure if AM has buyback or not.
All right. All right. It's time to push to the bottom lane, to the high ground, the bottom tier 3 tower. Burrow strike in, they need to hold and waiting for the anti-mage for at least 25 seconds. Can they hold? The young god, where is he? Won't be gone with no buyback, 1.5 minutes. Next one gonna be Mirana. He's trying all the lead, but it's all fall. So this is a GG call.
Game 3, let's go.
Dire's bottom tower.
TNC making the adjustments they needed. Storm just popping off this game. Young God having a carry that could just scale and do some good damage, whereas it felt like the Luna just didn't work too well as this like snowbally hero, having the more single target burst damage, particularly because they knew the matchup. The PA into the anti-mage was just like, I was a little surprised to see them banning stuff like the Luna because I think heroes like PA or the Terrorblade were just going to naturally counter the AM better and fit the TNC draft. And boy, did this TNC look completely different to the TNC we saw in game 1.
Yes, yes, yes. And we didn't even know what's gonna happen in game number 3, guys. Before we're gonna see that, let's hop into the break for 10 minutes and we'll be right back in.